Collins here, back with another video, motivational video, hopefully to inspire some of you, hopefully to take you a break from your busy day. You sit down and relax. Maybe you're feeling sad, maybe you're feeling down, maybe you're already motivated and you want some more motivation, but we're here to bring it to you today. But today we're going to take a little different pace. I'm here at a park, as you can probably tell, and what I want to do today is I'm going to tell you guys a story. It's a story about a girl, and this girl's in her teens, she's about to go to college, and she's never really had a good life. So her whole life, she didn't have a good home life. Her parents weren't very good to her. And she was made fun of in school a lot, and she didn't really have that many friends. But this girl would come to the park every single day. Every day she would spend hours at the park, but she wouldn't tell anybody what she was doing. She would never tell anybody. So everybody just kept making fun of her. They called her weird. They called her a nature freak. They made up names for her. And they just kept going on and nagging this girl. And people just kept treating her worse and worse. And throughout her life, it was always bad. She never really felt happy. She never really felt like she belonged anywhere. But every day she would go to the park. And one day, this girl, she was in school, and she went to try out for the basketball team. And everybody was like, nature freak can't try out for the basketball team, she'd never make it. Like, this is crazy. So she goes and she tries out. And to everybody's disbelief, this girl's incredible. Like, absolutely incredible. And nobody can believe it. So people start to get mean with her, because the popular girls, the basketball girls, all the guys, they can't believe it. They're jealous. So they're making fun of Nature Girl. And she's just in there. She's absolutely amazing at basketball. She makes a team. She takes the team really far, but the coach ends up not playing her because of all the complaints he has. Even parents are complaining about her. Nobody really likes this girl. And they just don't realize how powerful she actually is. So then they just keep going along. Basketball season ends. She's still the weird freak, just really good at basketball for some reason. And then college comes around, and they're getting ready to go. She takes her SAT. She scores incredible on it. Like nobody could believe that this girl, who, she never really hangs around, you never see her studying, she's always quiet, she never really does anything. So she goes off to college, and she gets into Harvard, one of the best schools ever. And she's studying, she's going hard, and in college, people are usually a lot more open, so she's not being made fun of as much. And one day, she wins the Nobel Peace Prize. And everybody's like, I used to go to school with, that's a Nature Girl. So the news hits her up, and they say, hey, Nobel Peace Prize winner, we want to interview with you. So she's like, okay, I'll do an interview. So she goes on the news. They're doing this interview. She's talking about her study, what she did, and everything. And then they ask her, like, were you always this smart? Like, did your friends in high school, this and that? And she's talking to them. And she's like, actually, I was like the weirdest kid in high school. And I was made fun of a lot, and nobody really believed in me, and everybody called me nature freak. So they asked her, they said, why? Like, why is this a thing? Like, how did this happen? So she looks at them, and she's like, well, every day when I was in high school, I would go to the park for hours. And they said, yeah, and she said, what nobody knew is that entire time I was at the park, I was working on my basketball skills. I was studying. See, I was never out there just sitting. I was never out there being Nature Girl. What nobody saw is how hard I worked behind the scenes to get to where I am today. So all those kids that were making jokes at me, were doing this and that in high school, all the popular people, they weren't out there working. Why do you think I scored higher than them on their SAT? Why do you think I outplayed them on the basketball court? Why do you think everybody was so jealous when I started doing good? Because they didn't put in the work I did, and nobody saw that. She told the guy, she said, see, what people don't get, it's not about your status outside when everybody can see you. She said it's about what you do behind the scenes that really matters. What you do when nobody's watching. See, and I like this story. I love this story because what most people don't realize is that behind the scenes, when nobody's watching, what you do then, that's what's most important in life. See, too many times in life, we're just so eager. We're just so excited to get to where we want to be. We just want to jump to our destination and we forget the journey. But what so many people forget is it's not the destination that matters, because the journey is what takes you there. See, nobody knew that this was what this girl was working for. And when she got there, nobody cared that she was nature girl. Nobody saw her behind the scenes working so hard. See, we have to be like this in life. You can't go your whole life saying, man, I want to be this. Man, I want to be the best mom in the world. Man, I want to be the best student. Man, I want to be the best entrepreneur. Like, we can't go saying that all the time and then not back up our actions. You can't be making excuses. You can't say you want to get somewhere and then not put in the work. See, what's most important is your work behind the scenes when nobody's watching. We can all put on a show. We can all put on a good show when we want to. We can do whatever we want when somebody's watching. We can lie, we can tell people. But take basketball for an example. I can tell people I work out, I play basketball every day for 4 hours. I do these drills and these drills and these drills. I can tell whoever I want that. But if I'm not doing it off the court, behind the scenes when nobody's watching, then those efforts will never show. So we have to learn in life to stop overlooking the hills, to stop overlooking the obstacles, to stop overlooking the bridges we have to cross to get to wherever we want to be. Because once we do that, we can learn to adapt to them and to cross that bridge. We can learn to climb that hill and we can learn to overcome that obstacle. But until we do that, until we stop looking at the destination and focus on how we need to get there and the best way to get there, then we'll never truly make it. We'll never make it until we realize what we have to do to get there, what we have to do behind the scenes. So in life, always remember to put in the work. If you really want to get somewhere, you're going to have to work behind the scenes. When nobody's watching, and trust me, I know that is the hardest time to do it because nobody's seeing you, you're not getting any support. But if you really want to do it, you got to have that mental toughness and you got to put in the time behind the scenes. That's what's important. So always remember that. Like that girl, no matter what anybody says, no matter what anybody thinks, remember to always put in work behind the scenes. And you will make it to wherever you want to go. Just keep putting in that work, no matter who's watching, and you'll make it to where you want to be. So, that's the video for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you got some motivation out of it. It's one of my favorite stories. We got many more videos to come. I love giving you guys some motivation. I love pouring my heart out to you guys, and I hope it inspires some of you and I can change some lives. And remember, when we learn to finally work behind the scenes and stop worrying so much about the destination, then we'll finally make it to where we want to be. Keep grinding, believe in yourself, never forget to work when no one's watching. It's been Hunter Collins, and we'll catch you guys next time.